What if the British people were to get rid of monarchy itself? Seems unthinkable at the moment, does it not? But the group Republic, which has campaigned against monarchy for long, believes it's a question of when and not if. Graham Smith, who heads the group Republic, doubts whether the monarchy ever has been quite as popular as many around the world believe it has been.
I think there's been a lot of pushing of this notion, this myth that we love our kings and queens, but for a long time we have not been a nation of royalists. We've been a nation of probably 30% royalists, 20% Republicans and 50% don't care. That's now 30% Republicans, probably 15% royalists, and a whole lot of people in the middle that are just increasingly concerned by this institution.
And over Andrew, has the palace really taken the position that's as noble as publicly projected?
I mean, there is nothing noble about the monarchy at all, never has been, and I think this notion that they're putting the victims first is pretty hollow and quite offensive, because they've known about these allegations for years and they haven't done that. In fact, they paid off Virginia Giuffre in order to make sure that Andrew didn't have to go to court in the US. And had he gone to court in the US, that might have been an opportunity for the victims to get some kind of justice. But they didn't want that to happen, so they stumped up £12 million to avoid it. I mean, William and Charles have questions to answer about their efforts to keep this covered up and to protect Andrew. They're very serious questions. And, I don't think they really have anywhere to go on this. They've got to admit what's going on. They've got to admit what was known, what was said, who paid the money. And they've got to prove it, because people don't believe them anymore. So, they have been complicit in covering this up, and that is going to stay with them for a long time.
And what could be next for Andrew, given all that we've seen so far?
This is very hard to know. I would imagine he would not get a custodial sentence if it's on this particular charge, because it's a non-violent crime. It's, as far as I know, it's the first offence and so on. So they would find a way to make it non-custodial. But it very much depends on how serious this is, what the precedent is in terms of sentencing, and whether there are other allegations that are proven in court.
Been fighting so long and so hard that they don't know what the they're doing.